Hey, what's up? What's up? Friday night. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. This is the boat ramp. 2Guys1Dock tonight, episode 11. And I'm Warren. Um, Power core rods, the boat ramp, cabin shack artwork, girls fish better. And tonight I'm gonna introduce my co-host, the man with the plan, Dan, the man.
What's up?
What's up? What's up, man? I'm glad to be home. I had, by the way, anybody in Florida, up Alachua Way, North Florida, down to the Turnpike 75 South at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon is not a fun trip.
Don't do it.
From Gainesville home, and then just lovely 27 traffic from the Turnpike with the 90 red lights down here to lovely Lake Placid.
And counting.
Yeah, and so everybody in the 60 was doing 50 all the way because of a little water on the road. And it wasn't even heavy.
Never fails.
Never fails. A lot of foreign tags. A lot of foreign tags.
It's not even fall.
I know. That's what's scary.
Yeah.
That's what's scary. A lot of you people vacationing where I live. All right. So anyway, we are glad to be here. I know I'm glad to be here just because I'm not at work and enjoying the podcast. So
I'm glad to be here, and I'm not at work either.
real quick, we're going to start out. Sponsor, Cracking Jigs, sign behind us. Veteran owned, does a lot with veterans. The website is www.krakenjigz.com, and we don't get nothing off of it, but we like supporting him. And we hope if you're into slow pitch jig fishing, that you'll check him out and support him as well. It goes to other causes, so you can get 10% off with Boat Ramp 10, all caps with the 10. And the other sponsor tonight is yours truly, Power Core Rods. Just wanted to put out there the new custom series we have. That is called Core. Took Core out of Power and made the series that, because the core identity of me and why I started that is that to offer the working class people a chance to have a custom rod without breaking the bank. Because I know my higher end, they're 230 and up, and so these are $129.
They are nice.
They're nice. I have set it up where you can pick your color rod. There's certain colors and your color thread. I'm just going to kind of show you little example. So you can just see standard is black thread, and then just adding a teal color just changes the whole thing. Now the power core won't be on it. I have a core little scared me. I have a core logo kind of that'll be on it. And anyway, go check it out. And starting tomorrow, I'm gonna put a promo in for 10% off. Also, it'll be Boat Ramp 10 on Power Core rods. That's www.powercore POWERCORERODS.com, and go to the shop and you'll see the core series, and then you can go through there. You can get spinning or casting, full grip or split grip, and there's 5 different lengths: a 6-foot ultralight 2 to 6 pound, and then a 7-foot 8 to 15, a 7-foot 10 to 17, a 7.6 8 to 15, and a 7.6 10 to 17.
What now?
Huh? Yeah, and I'm not going to repeat that. You can go and look for yourself. Anyway, just wanted to get that out there. It's a chance for you to have a custom rod. They're good rods. Mainly inshore bass fishing. Good for mangrove, yellowtail, snook, redfish. I mean, I can catch big ones on the 8 to 15, but I mean, it takes a little skill with that. But they're good rods, and you have a chance to customize it a little bit for yourself. If you want that same rod and you want your name on it, there is a tab, Power Core Rods custom tab, that you can fill out the form. Say, hey, I want a core series. You can pick the rod and the thread color, but I want my name on it. You just need to send that to me. And depending on anything else you want on it, you can build it from there. It may cost you, $5 or $10 more. Just throwing that out there. So, last little thing before we get going on our question for tonight, and we already have next week's. We're going to announce that. So, I just want to give a little shout out to, Amazon, Instagram, Facebook, all that. That's like my home shopping network channel. I don't sit at home, but I'm scrolling. Shit pops up, But one of these, my buddy Big Poe up in Farmersville, Louisiana, just came out with a new video out. Just Want to Roll. Love that song. Good summertime kickback song.
Good.
Anyway, he came out with his own seasoning recently, which I'm going to try it out this weekend. We're doing a little fish fry over at Dan the Man's house. But this is Bayou Baby Seasoning right there. I just got the fish fry. I didn't bring all the seasoning I ordered. It's two different kinds of like regular seasoning, and then he has his fish fry. So I'm looking forward to trying it out. Go check it out. You can, it's in the description below. You can find Bayou Baby Seasoning Company, CO, Bayou Baby Seasoning CO on Etsy. That's where you can buy it. And then my friend Kelly and Boomer. Kelly, she made her own seasoning before. I think I got the story right. And that somebody say, oh, you ought to just make that and sell it. Well, she decided to make that and sell it. So me, I like some seasoning. And so I'm gonna be trying this out soon. Just wanted to throw that out there. That's what her logo looks like, Kelly's Cooking Powder. And I got the two different styles. I got the big one, and then I got the original Kelly's Cooking Powder. Go check her out. That's on Facebook. I think you just have to email her, but it's on Facebook, Kelly's Cooking Powder. And you can email her which one you want. Go on Facebook, look and see what she's got. And it's Kelly's with an S, Cooking, KOOKIN, Powder, POWDER @gmail.com. And you can order some of that, try it out.
That's the way we say cooking.
Cooking.
We're
cooking.
We're cooking.
We're cooking with Crisco and grits. Last thing, I'm not shouting him out. I'm gonna be trying these out. I don't know if y'all seen these. Shrimp Walker. It's a new hook to keep your shrimp alive. Hooks on his little stick. What do you call it?
That part right up there.
Yeah, the little stinger. Anyway, it hooks on that, and then hooks on the back of his body before the tail, and it lets your shrimp walk. Anyway, so that's it for sponsors and shout outs. Unless you got a little shout out or anything.
Well, no. I'm liking that.
Oh. So yeah, one more time. 10-7 Fishing. Those are my dude. That's my dude there. And Girls Fish Better sponsors his daughter. She's pro staff for Girls Fish Better. And we like their content, their apparel. He hooked me up with a snowy grouper hat. Got the 10-7 leather patch on it. Kind of matches. You want to show them? I mean, what The Art of Fish by Dan Eccles.
We had to compare it.
We had to compare it. Look at that. Oh, it's close.
Yeah.
Dan, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Yeah.
We get over it.
Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, when y'all get us out there a little more, we'll have a producer. We have a camera on each of us where we're just like, hey, what's up? Anyway, all right. So all that's done. Let's get into it.
The prank.
So the prank, best prank you played on your fishing buddy. And what I should have said is best prank you played on your buddy, or a prank that's been played on you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to do yours first, and then I got a few on Facebook, and then I found a blog that wrote in a bunch of pranks that I thought were pretty funny. And
you go. You start.
you want me to start? Let me put on my yes. I'm gonna try to get Dollar Tree to sponsor us because I rock these spectacles. So anyway, yeah. By the way, could y'all not tell we got two mics tonight? Two mics. Yeah. So.
But his has a light on it.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, it ain't lit up right now. Why ain't it lit up? Is it don't say? Oh, look at that. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna start with Facebook before we go to the blog, and so I gotta go to. Dadgummit. I had this Facebook want to do something different. Anyway.
Technology.
Yeah. All right. So there it is. All right. So my dude, Kevin Walker. So he says, one day, me and a buddy of mine went fishing. And I threw him into an alligator infested waters, and he got chewed up by alligators.
What?
Yeah.
That's a rough prank.
That's a really rough prank.
Like...
And he says, I took his house, his car, his dog, his wife. Best prank ever.
It's a good one.
I'm thinking not.
Well.
He says, just kidding. Last time I went fishing was 40 years ago. So my man hadn't been fishing. He just wanted to get in there, and I appreciate him comment. You know, I'm sure he don't watch it all the time, or if any, but he decided to participate, and that's what is appreciated.
Well, Colonel Ernie used to say, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too busy.
He's just too busy. But, you know, I appreciate him. You know, there's probably a lot of people that might glance over it and have a prank, but decide not to participate. So anyway, just saying, shout out, Kevin. If you ever come around Lake Placid or near, I'll take you fishing. That means you can go fishing one time in 40 years. Yeah. Anyway, my buddy John, he says it doesn't have nothing to do with fishing. And I did say fishing buddy, but I didn't. I should have said.
Well, I saw one where you said fishing, it can be anything.
Yeah. So anyway, he says he decided to prank his buddy playing golf, and he put his dive weights in the golf bag, and he wore himself out till about the 15th hole, and he felt them shift, and opened the bag and found him. So next time he went, he saw his dive weight, same place in the garage where he keeps them. Went out on the course halfway through, he found a 15-foot chain, and I put it in his bag. Gotcha, bitch. That's a good one.
I would watch my back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know you're getting back on that one.
Payback.
On that one. So big paybacks. So this is a good one. This comes from the bearded Yoda. And I actually got to see the beard finally went on the Yoda. Yeah. Got to see it in person. So anyway, he says what they do after ice fishing in Michigan. He hit a frozen bluegill under the back seat of his Blazer.
Oh no!
Or somebody hit it on him. And
so he ain't owning up to it.
Right. So somebody, because he said the back seat of his Blazer, so that means somebody did this to him. It thawed a bit, then froze. Oh no, he mixed it up. So he did this to somebody. It thawed a bit, then froze as he drove around and parked for the night. So it would stink sometimes and sometimes not. So it took like over a week to find it. You know how that is. It's frozen. You don't smell it.
Yeah.
And then, man, did we pass by?
Some
Man, they're cleaning fish around there. Then it freezes again. And then, hey, you know, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's it for those. I went to a blog. It was mainly bass fishing. But anyway, I did find this one. It's a Marlin magazine. I forget what year this was, but anyway, this guy tells.
Does it have a centerfold?
No. Yeah, I mean, if it is, it's a big Marlin. Yeah, maybe a striped Marlin. A naked striped Marlin. So this is one of the classic pranks in the big boat tournament marlin fishing world. And any of you guys out there that have done this or have heard somebody having this done too, you know, let us know, comment. But anyway, he says started doing it about 15 years ago, and they were traveling and fishing down in Mexico. It's pretty harmless, not even that messy, but pretty funny. In the wee hours of the night or early morning, sneak aboard your buddy's sports fisher. Carry with you a 5-pound bag of dry beans, and you pour them neatly in the center of the bridge hardtop. There's no need to go all the way up to the tower. Just make a nice, neat pile of beans near where the radar is mounted, then slip away. The next day when your buddy leaves the slip, he'll be clueless. As he leaves the inlet, first one, then 2, then 10, start rolling off the top and bouncing onto the cockpit. And then he really pushes the throttle up, and the beans will begin to rain down on the unsuspecting crew below. So he's saying the first time he did this, the guy didn't have a clue what was happening. The sun was still not really up, and all of a sudden he's seeing all these beans just, that had to be funny though.
It's raining beans.
It's raining beans. Holy moly, that would be fun. That's pretty funny.
That is.
That's pretty funny. I mean, I can just imagine it. You're driving, you hear ting 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 ting, and you hear the guys because some of them big boats, the guys down below got walkie talkies or earphones. Hey man, what the hell is falling.
What'd you have for dinner?
Yeah. Did you go to that you go to that Mexican restaurant down the street? Was that Jose's? Anyway, that was a pretty good one. I mean, we're getting to yours, Dan, and we got a little bit of time. So I'm just going to read a few off of this blog. This is from like 2013, but they're pretty funny. This one guy says they were trolling off of Hatteras tuna fishing. The mate yelled, "Fish on!" and handed the rod to the first timer. Buckled him in the chair and kept yelling encouragement in his ear. "Come on, man. Come on. You got him. Keep pushing. Keep pushing." And after about 5 minutes, the fisherman landed a really nice 5-gallon bucket.
Did you just turn your mic off?
Did I? Mute. Unmute. This is sensitive. This is for singers or gamers. I ain't. Let me do this. Hold on. Oh no. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna get it right. Get it right. Get it tight.
Get it right.
Get it right. Get it tight. All right. So, that was one. I'm not reading that one. That is way too long.
That's a book.
That is two books. So one guy says, of course, everybody knows the banana. We've already been over this. But he says, I put a banana in my buddy's tackle box. And he's very superstitious dude. And he went digging for a trick worm and he freaked out a little. Anyway, I'm going to read that. I think I need to read this because Dan remembers it. I kind of half-ass remember it. I know it's been played over and over on YouTube. But the guy, let me find it. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. I need to read it. All right, so where's the one? Where's the one with Bill Dance? Okay. So the guy says, not mine, but the best one I've seen. And I don't know if y'all remember this, but Bill Dance took Jerry Reed bass fishing on his private pond. And old Jerry catches about a 10-pounder and claims that it's his personal best, the PB.
He was excited.
And that he is going to keep it and have it mounted. I mean, and Bill says, not on this boat, you ain't, because Bill's all about catch and release. Jerry fires up the live. Let's see, not on this boat, yeah. Jerry fires up the live well and drops his prize in. Later, when Jerry is preoccupied, Bill slips the hog back into the drink. Jerry later asks Bill to run the aerator, so he wants to make sure the bass has fresh water on him. Bill says, don't you worry about that bass. He has plenty of water on him.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when Jerry goes to get the bass and Bill says he put it back for him, Jerry chases him plumb out of the boat into the shallow water. And he says, I don't think that was staged. I really think Jerry was pissed off.
He was.
Yeah. Here's another one. He says, this guy says, crap, he's done. I'm going to read this one and then probably let you go ahead and tell yours since we don't have much. So he had live crawdads hidden from his partner. And he would hook them on his jig when he wasn't looking. He was wondering why I'm out fishing him 5-1. He eventually busts me and cursed me for not sharing. He said, crap done to me. Let's see, did I read that? No, I thought that was pretty funny about the crawdads. Yeah, those are books. We ain't doing that. All right, so let me go ahead and say, okay. Dan is fixing to tell a story that, I mean, I like to hear it every now and then just because it's pretty funny. So,
It was funny.
yeah. And, yeah, the guy he was not happy. But anyway, Dan, take it away because this is a good one.
Well, it was probably back around 1975.
Okay.
I had gotten out of the Army. I'd been home for about a year and a half. And my buddy that I was stationed at White Sands Missile Range with, James, he got out the same time I did. And he went home to Missouri. I went home to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I got a phone call from one of James's kids.
Yeah.
James had been in a car wreck, broke both legs, broke his collarbone. He was in bad shape. So we ended up pulling up stakes and moving out to Missouri, basically to help them.
Yeah.
And ended up staying for about 3 years.
In Missouri. In the basically desert.
In the boot heel.
In the boot heel
of Missouri. And I got real acquainted with James's family, and one guy was his father-in-law, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim was just an all-around good guy. He had a history, but he liked to get drunk a lot, and he loved to go frog gigging. His passion was gigging frogs.
Gigging frogs.
But he was a prankster. You never knew what to expect out of Jim. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
You had to watch him all the time.
And so, were you saying that you've been pranked by him?
Yeah, more than once.
All right.
Everybody had.
All right.
So down the highway between Holcomb and Kennett, Missouri, there was some people had about 5 acres,
Mm-hmm.
and on each corner of the front of their property out by the highway, they had placed these 2 giant ceramic bullfrogs. I mean, these bullfrogs were like a foot tall. Real looking. I mean, they look good.
Okay.
So one Friday, I told James, I said, man, let's go borrow one of those bullfrogs and take it down and put it on the bank of St. Francis River.
Mm-hmm.
He said, okay. We'll go get Jim and see if he wants to go frogging that day. So we loaded the boat up. We borrowed one of those big bullfrogs, took it down, put it on the riverbank, set it in the grass right on the edge of the water. And when it started to get kind of dark, we headed over to Jim's house. Hey, Jim, you want to go frogging? Oh, yeah. He was ready.
Yeah,
let's go.
We put you on them.
We already had the boat in the truck, so we headed off down to the river. So we made sure when we put the boat in the water, James was in the back paddling. I was on the light, and Jim was on the gig in front of the boat.
He was in the front.
So we're going down the river.
He was the master gigger.
He was the gigger. We were going down the river, and we were gigging the left side of the river, and the frog was on the right side of the river. And we had gotten 3 or 4 nice frogs in the boat. And we got up close to where we had put this bullfrog. And I swung the light around and lit that frog up. And Jim, of course, you follow that light. If you're in the boat, you follow wherever light. Jim said, good gosh almighty, what a frog. I mean,
I see it.
So
his eyes was probably that bigger. And that gig was probably just...
We took the light off of him, and I said, look, James, let's head over that way real easy. So we start heading over that way. You don't want to hold the light on too long. So we get fairly close, and I swung the light back around and lit that frog up again. And I could see Jim's shadow.
And he was shaking.
And the gig was just shaking. I mean, shaking.
It was kind of like buck fever. It's like, oh, shit. This is going to be a world record, Dan. World record.
So we're easing up to this frog, and we're pumping Jim up. James is saying, Jim, if you miss this frog, you're swimming home. You're swimming home. We're not.
This is yours. This is going to be a world
this biggest
record.
frog any of us had ever seen in our life. So we ease on in there, and we're getting closer and closer. Jim gets ready. He rears back on the gig, and we're saying, get him, Jim, get him. He gigged that frog, and it went clang. And he knew he'd been had. And he never turned around and looked at either one of us. He just kind of hung his head, and he said, I'll never forget, he said, you sons of bitches.
He got me.
He got me.
That joker, he probably, is he passed away now?
Both of them have passed
away. Okay.
James,
but I guarantee you, he has told that story
yeah.
to many people
probably.
In Missouri.
I know James has.
In Missouri. Yeah.
But
I bet you if we went to that town and say, hey, have y'all heard about this, the big frog gig prank?
So after me and James quit rolling around in the boat laughing, I mean, we lost it. So we got Jim good.
Yeah.
That's probably the best Jim's ever been got. We pushed on up there, and we gathered that frog up, put him in the boat. We took him back and put him right back where we got him from, in the corner of these people's property. And I'm sure that anytime them people walked out there after that and looked at that frog, they wondered where all them scratches came from on his face.
Man, did he go to the tattoo parlor this weekend?
But that was a good one.
That's a good one.
And that was one that we could tell everybody about in front of Jim.
Oh yeah, because he got.
He got bad.
He got. Yeah, I mean, he had no. I mean, what do you do? Like, salute.
Oh yeah, you got
salute. Anyway, man, that was a good one tonight. I think that's it. I mean, it's about time for us to wrap up. So, anyway, so next week's question, I think we're going to do not really a funny. And again, guys, if you have something that you think would be funny answers to a question, man, feel free to send us an email or even message us on Facebook. The email is theboatramp24@gmail.com, and or just message us on Facebook. I mean, we'd love to have some questions, new questions to ask. So anyway, but the new question for next week is, what is your go-to lure for bass fishing and inshore fishing? Saltwater. I mean, you can talk about trolling, wahoos, marlin, whatever, but mainly the redfish, trout, snook, mangroves. You can mangroves and sheephead. I tend to just kind of use shrimps. But anyway, but yeah, what's your go-to lure for bass fishing? I mean, I've seen some TikToks with the Ned rig. Is it the Ned rig
for bass?
Yeah, but where they say, "Oh, you're using Ned rig? Why are you gay?" Is it the Ned rig? It's one of them that everybody makes fun of. I mean, if it catches fish, I ain't gonna make fun of it. But
they do.
Anyway, anything like, what is your go-to brand? It don't matter if you use a local guy that does your. I mean, I like doing local stuff if I can. I know the Yamamoto stuff is pretty good. But like Carolina Striker, I still have to do that commercial.
Gary Yamamoto's got a new resort.
Yeah. Okay.
That you can go to.
Where's that at? Okay. Anybody that watches this that is a fly fishing guide up in Arkansas. Send me an email. Man, see how quick them reflexes were right there?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's how we do it. That could have been ugly.
Would have left a mark right there.
That would have left some mark. Anyway, so that said, we out we out of here. But anyway, check us out, X, YouTube, Facebook. Give us a like, comment. It just helps with everything. We don't care to get rich on it, but it'd be nice.
To hear from y'all.
Yeah. Comment. Give us some questions. I mean,
yeah,
we don't mind some help. And if you want to be a guest and talk some shit one night, holler at us. I think next week might be, I'm waiting for a phone call, might be it might be at another podcaster's little beer review and some boat dock, some boat ramp stuff.
All right.
Might be doing a little beer review. Anyway, all right, till next time. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Talk to you later.
Bye.